If you are a vlogger, do not go to the Mirage because they will not allow it, which I'm not dogging on them. There's a lot of people out there that don't like vloggers actually. So if you're one of those people and you don't want to be bothered, the Mirage is a good room for you. Now I am heading over to Harris, it's across the street, and it's a 1-2 game and it is a maximum buy-in of 500. So this game is money in my opinion, especially for a Friday night. So I'm just hoping I can get a seat, and I'm really hoping that I can get across the street without getting hit. So if anyone wants to take a wager on that, feel free. Yeah, and then when Jason gets done with his game, we will be reunited at last. So in this hand, I was dealt pocket tens in the big blind, and I only had one person that was in the hand that called for the minimum, which was $2, and everyone else folded. So I decided to raise on my big blind to $22. This player was loose aggressive, so I assumed that he would probably call it 22, which is why I made it so big, because there was only like $3 on the pot, or $4. I was right. He called, and the flop comes, and it is an ace of clubs, a 10 of clubs, and a 6 of hearts. I decided to do a check, and Jason's got a little bit of an opinion on this.
But the reason you checked back is because you were trying to set up a trap.
Exactly.
Exactly. And so if you're trying to set up a trap,
you better make sure that you have way less outs for that opponent.
And they kind of fall into the trap, then you immediately need to pounce on that person.
Okay, that makes sense.
Immediately.
Yeah.
If you're going to set up a trap, you might as well just make the best of it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is you shouldn't be setting up a trap, because it's not even a trap, because you're maybe 60-40 under the best circumstances. If it's a flush draw,
yeah.
If it's a flush draw combo straight
Anyways,
draw,
I lose this hand because I decided that I was going to get smart and try and trap, and it bit me in the ass, and I lost the pot.
So lesson here, don't try and set a trap if the odds are not in your favor. The turn came a club, and to make matters worse, the river was also a club. He had the queen of clubs and the jack of spade. So I got destroyed. So we are at the Win playing 1-3. The limits are a minimum of 100, maximum of 500. So we're gonna each buy in for $500 and see what we can do with that. So let's do it.
So in this hand, I've got pocket sevens, and the pre-flop raise was 20. There's 3 callers. The flop is ace, 10, 7, 2 hearts. The initial raiser bets out 15 or 20. I raise to 80. The guy to my left just pushes in almost 300 bucks. The initial raiser also goes over the top, and then I call as well, you know, with my set of sevens. Initial raiser has ace 7, he has 2 pair, and the guy to my left has a flush draw. Both miss. I take down about an $800 pot. It's pretty basic. You know, I have a there's not really a lot to it, but I have a, you know, I flop a set. Again, there's just a lot of draws out there, so I want to get those draws out if I can. And again, I have no problem taking down a $65, $70 pot. Every time you flop a set, you don't have to check raise and set traps. And in a situation where you flop a set and there's an ace on the board and there's a couple of draws out there, they're probably going to call you anyways. So I tend to really make big raises under those circumstances, especially when the board is a little, you know, wet, as they say, which that board definitely was.
That's what we want. Sounds right.
1,098
Yeah, it's plus 600.
plus 600.
Yes, ma'am.